challenging each other and responding. Once upon a time, it was a 16-10 lead for Alberta, and Manitoba able to take that lead back. But now, once again, Alberta out front. So if you're just joining us, we thank you for tuning in to this gold medal matchup here in beautiful St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. One of the most beautiful spots in the country, and what a tremendous job they've done at hosting these 2025 Canada Summer Games. Thousands of volunteers making this possible, putting in their own time to welcome the country. So a big thank you to all of them. But right now, it's back to volleyball. We mentioned it already, gold medal on the line here in this one. 2-point lead in this opening set for Alberta, and they'll serve. At the net for Manitoba, coming down with force. They'll pick it up. They're at 20.
Yeah, that was a great answer back there by Manitoba. Good use of the timeout. Let's take a look here from Team Manitoba's side. Rising up. Look at the power and the torque there from Kai Tony. Just finds a spot, punches that one perfectly down on the floor. 1-point set right now.
Nice serve from Manitoba, set at the net for Alberta. Spike attempt. Good job in Manitoba to get in the way. Just a little poke and can't find the floor as Alberta sets up with a return of their own. Great defense once again. At the net, trying to block and couldn't quite get his hands in the right spot was Kai Tony. That'll bounce out of bounds, so a big point for Alberta. They're just 3 away from 25.
Yeah, Alberta growing again here, getting their 2-point lead back within striking distance of the elusive number 25. That is how many points you need to win each set. Best 3 of 5. That one into the net again for Alberta. Now Manitoba just 1 point back.
Certainly been a story of momentum swings thus far in this opening set. Both teams, when they have it, certainly capitalizing on it. So timing is everything here. Big serve coming up for Manitoba. And Baranek with a great serve indeed. Not able to handle it was Ulrich for Alberta. Just misplaying it slightly and getting a bad bounce. So deadlocked at 22.
Yeah, great serve there from Baranek, and that's forcing Team Alberta to take another timeout here right now. 22-all as we are tied up in men's gold medal action of indoor volleyball. Manitoba, Alberta, so tight right now. This one coming down to the wire.
It certainly is, and this capacity crowd showing their support for both teams. And you can certainly tell gold medals are on the line here. The will to win is high on both sides. Not surprising to see, we're tied at 22.
This is exactly what we thought we were going to be getting with these two teams. We saw the preliminary action. We had that one covered for you as well, where Alberta won set 1, and Manitoba answered back. Or excuse me, other way around. Manitoba won set 1, Alberta answered back. Then they were 2-1 down, and Alberta won the last 2 sets to take it in set number 5. So back and forth here between these two teams has been the story thus far through the preliminary action. Now we're on a different level. The stage is shining, and it is Alberta and Manitoba meeting back again. 22-all, both teams 3 points away from getting this first set victory.
A big serve coming up for Manitoba. Baranek can't find the spot he wanted, so that's into the net. Alberta with a 1-point lead.
And now an opportunity for Alberta to put some pressure on Manitoba as well here. Stepping back for the serve, and a good opportunity to improve the lead for Team Alberta will be Ben Weiss.
Important point coming up on both sides. That one's able to find the right side of the net for Alberta. They'll get away with it, 24-22. And a 2-point lead, just 1 away from taking a 1-0 lead in this matchup.
Yeah, what a serve there. The tape helping him out now. Weiss with a possible set point for Team Alberta.
Played by Manitoba. Nice set to try and put it back. That's going to bounce out of play, 24-23.
Yeah, this one's so close right now, Robbie.
Here's another look.
Yeah, take a look. Tony again. Look at the height he gets on his jumps. Makes it such an easy angle for him to get that ball propelled up and over the net. Now Baranuk on the serve. Excuse me, that's not Baranuk, that's Redmond.
At the net, Alberta, and a nice block from Manitoba. 24-24. 25 won't do, we'll go one more.
So win by 2 is the rule for all 5 of these sets, as Redmond will step back all square. 24 each.
Good block opportunity and able to keep it alive as Manitoba sending it back, and Alberta at the net now, and they'll find the floor for a big point. 25-24, so set point once again for Alberta.
Yeah, Alberta with advantage right now, looking to take over here. On the serve for them will be Tyson DeZutter. He's been so strong back there, especially up towards the net. Now on the serving side of things, let's see.
Played by Manitoba at the net. Can't handle it as Alberta, so now we're going to 27.
This game just continuing. This is only the first set, too, between these two teams. Take a look as back it comes, and leaning into that one was Vandersteen. Nothing that Alberta could do to stop that one.
Vandersteen with a lot of power, putting it on display. In that point to tie things up at 25. Here we go, they'll serve. Into the net. Well, once again, Alberta just 1 point away from taking the first set.
Another advantage here for Alberta. Trying to get to 27 on the serve, Liam Ulrich from Edmonton. It looks like we're gonna have a few substitutions here first. So Ulrich will come off, and for the serve now will be Tyson DeZutter. He has the ball in his hands. He'll hand that one off, and picking it up will be Elliot Rourke. First time that we've seen him in this match. Coming in late in our first set.
Elliot Rourke, 17-year-old from Beaver Lodge, Alberta.
Nice serve.
At the net, Manitoba trying to keep it in the air at the net. They'll try to get it back. Will they be able to keep it going? They do, and Manitoba, what defense by Alberta though. Still alive at the net. That one gonna stay inside, and the first set is in the books for Alberta in dramatic fashion.
That does not happen without Elliot Rourke in for Alberta. A great substitution. He dives back and is able to keep the ball alive. Team Alberta flows from there.
Well, one of the most entertaining matchups we've seen thus far in the games. We'll be back with set 2 on the other side of the break. It's the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
The United Brotherhood of Carpenters and Joiners Local 579 is proud to welcome the Canada Games to our home this summer. UBC Local 579, building great things in Newfoundland and Labrador.
Welcome back to our coverage of the 2025 Canada Summer Games, live from St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. If you're just joining us, we welcome you. And you've missed an outstanding first set, to say the least, Luke.
Yeah, certainly so. That set was down to the wire. Able to take that in extra points was Alberta, being able to cross the line first to 25. In this scenario, a little bit more than 25 extra points was needed, going to 27. So now this second set, all about Alberta trying to get up 2-0, all about Manitoba trying to even things up and make it a best 2 out of 3 situation.
Certainly a battle of resilience on both sides. We talked about the resilience of Alberta from their preliminary matchup, and we're seeing it again. So many times they've had the lead that set, let it slip, but in the end, able to keep themselves and put themselves in a position to win and making no mistake. But Manitoba, with some massive efforts, being able to score some big points at the right time. This is going to be an outstanding gold medal matchup.
Yeah, there's just no doubt about that at all. That was only the first set. We're into extra points. I wouldn't be surprised if all 5 of these sets go into extra points, but only time will tell, as there's a good look at Augie Akose and his Manitoba team ready to hit the floor again, and we are ready to get going as well. So the race to 25 continues here, and Alberta taking the first one. We'll see what Manitoba can do in the second.
So here we go. Set number 2 on the way. Here from the Works Fieldhouse on the campus, the beautiful Memorial University in beautiful St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. Both teams huddling up one more time before we start the second set. Crowd certainly showing their appreciation for all these athletes. It's been a long grind for both teams arriving in this gold medal matchup, and certainly leaving it all on the floor thus far. So it'll be Manitoba with the serve to kick things off. Ethan Baranek from Brandon.
Let's see this power, and he powered it all right, but all the way out of the court. Now Alberta will take charge from here.
So a good start for Alberta, showing great patience. There's the serve coming up once again. Ben Weiss with the serve, gonna try and drop it down, won't find the floor, and good response from Alberta. They'll score once again, 2-0.
Alberta up early here, 2-0 in our second set. They've been working really well as a team and continuing to do that here in set number 2.
A big serve coming up once again for Ben Weiss of Sherwood Park. Trying to get to it is Alberta. They won't. Manitoba cutting the lead in half, 2-1.
So again now, Manitoba answering back, cutting the lead in half. Quickly trying to get back into this one. Still loads of time, don't get me wrong, but 2-1 is the score. Now looking for 2-2.
A nice serve from Manitoba, deep court, trying to set it at the net. Big block from Manitoba. Alberta able to play it. Blocking once again is Manitoba. Trying for power this time, no mistake. And Alberta ties it up again.
Alberta right now up by a score of 3-1. They've been really strong. Look at the power behind that one, as that was moving.
Certainly was. Great strength from both teams. As a nice serve once again as Alberta leading 3-2.
Alberta still holding on to this lead. Now we will turn our attention back to Vandersteen as he has the ball in his hands. He's ready to serve it across. Alberta trying to keep this one up in play, answer back, regain their 2-point lead.
Not able to capitalize on that was Manitoba. So 4-2, Alberta leading.
Alberta now with another opportunity, trying to grow this lead. We saw the first set so even at the start. Now Alberta wants to take control. Here's Liam Ulrich trying to do that.
Nice serve from Alberta. Played by Manitoba. Good block at the net. They'll pick up another one, 5-2. So a great start from the boys in blue.
Definitely so, Robbie, and all their fans here would have to agree. A great crowd here on hand. We headed for the women's, and now everybody coming back again here for the men in gold medal action indoor volleyball.
That's gonna fall long, so 5-3, Manitoba, a big point for them.
Yeah, good point there for Manitoba, getting one back, down by 2. Now with the serve will be Kai Tony, the 18-year-old. We usually see him up around the net. See what he can do from back there. That's a really strong serve from Tony.
Great block by Manitoba, and they'll pick another one up now within one, 5-4.
This is how volleyball can sway back and forth. We see it all the time, and right now Manitoba in control, trying to get this one all square, getting the last 2 points. Another strong serve.
Whoa. And getting some major altitude, and that point's going to go to Alberta.
That one looked like it was a square hit off the noggin there. The second time we've seen that this week.
Almost hitting the roof. Great height on That ball nonetheless, 6-4, Alberta with the lead and serving. 1-0, they lead this matchup. 6-4 in set number 2. Played by Manitoba. Trying to set it back court. Power attempt at the net, looking for the kill. Off the defender's hands from Manitoba and bouncing out to a big point for Alberta. Here's another look.
Yeah, look at the communication here by Alberta, and then able to get it up and over on a great effort by Bergen to switch the direction that it was going. Able to get the fall.
Nice serve, deep back left corner for Alberta, and big power from Manitoba to get one back. 7-5.
Yeah, you don't even need to look at the number on the back of the jersey. That was Ethan Baranuk, as he really leaned into that one.
So here we go, big serve for Manitoba. Agi Okoze. Set, oh, and a quick turnaround, and what a play from Grayson McDonald. We'll try to get another look at that as out of nowhere saw an opportunity. Sends it down in a hurry for a big point.
Yeah, we saw that a few times. Just taking advantage of the opportunity, realizing that there's a gap, trying to take charge and find the hole, and McDonald did that perfectly that time.
That's going to be long, so another point on the board for Manitoba.
Yeah, these players out here on the court really powering home everything that they possibly can. They're putting a lot of power into this one here. Every time that they go for the serve, and it makes it so difficult for everybody else to try to contain it.
A nice serve once again. Alberta at the net, a nice touch, played by Manitoba. They try to touch it down at the net. Alberta in the right spot as the center tries to set it. Back then they'll find the floor, and another big point now is 9-6. They will take the lead. Here's another look.
Yeah, Alberta, there's the set, jumping up for it on a great individual effort was Gavin Ulrich, or excuse me, that is Tyson DeZutter.
So at the net now. Manitoba with some power, can't send it back over as Alberta. They'll pick up the point, 9-7.
Yeah, quickly now, moving along here in the second set, time flying by. 9-7, the score in favor of Team Alberta.
So Baraniuk with the serve. Puts it up. That one not able to be handled by Manitoba. Powered through. Double digits for Alberta and a 3-point lead.
Yeah, right now Alberta just doing a good job trying to keep that 2-3-point lead right now. As we go back for another serve, taking over will be Ben Weiss.
A nice serve by Weiss. Deep in Manitoba's court. They set it back. And ahead to the net with some power. No, just a touch, but able to keep it up as Manitoba. Once again. Great power from Alberta, but Manitoba there to keep it going. And that's going to land inside, and a big point for Manitoba. And great accuracy.
Yeah, there certainly was some great accuracy on that one. Just picking a corner of the line. 10-8 the score. Manitoba just sticking around right now, hovering around, trying to claw back at this lead.
So a nice job from Alberta to send it back. Here's Manitoba at the net. Nice block, that will fall. So 11-8 the score.
Yeah, let's take a look here. Nice set, jumping up. No mistake in the Manitoba on the way back. Just couldn't get it elevated enough was Tony, and Alberta takes advantage, and here's the serve.
Nicely played for Manitoba, trying to power it through. They won't get it, and here's Alberta's turn. That one cross court and open floor, and a big point once again. Alberta now leading by 4.
Yeah, Bergen rising up to the opportunity, and he's rising up above the net, able to smash that one down with emphasis.
So big serve coming up right now from DeZutter. Nicely played, Manitoba. Trying to put it back, and it's going to be a Manitoba point and a timeout called, I believe,
So we'll wait and see. Looks like just substitutions for now. Trying to get the right players out onto the floor. And it's now for Manitoba on the serve. It's going to be Jackson Vandersteen, the West St. Paul, Manitoba native.
So Alberta at the net, finding the back of the court and putting another one on the board. So 13-9. A great run from Alberta.
Yeah, it certainly has been a great run here, as Alberta able to get the ball back in the serve. So now stepping up for them will be Liam Ulrich. We've seen him serve quite a lot here today, and he's been strong.
Certainly has. A lot of power. Does Ulrich. Manitoba keeping it alive, sending it down with power. Not able to handle it is Alberta. So Manitoba in double digits now, 13-10.
Yeah, look at that. That is just perfect from Vandersteen. Saw exactly what he wanted to. He's far enough away from the net, so he didn't really have to worry about the block. He just put it right around them. Strong serve by Tony as well.
Nice touch and able to put it off the hand of Cozy at the net, from Manitoba. Heading at a bounce, so 14-10. Alberta leading.
Now another opportunity here as we have Kai Miles with it.
Nice focus from Miles. You see that deep breath. Nice serve from him. Puts it in play as Manitoba. Oh dear! And a deflection into the face of DeZutter. He's going to take a second. He looks to be okay.
Yeah, that one was moving fast.
Certainly was.
Tyson DeZutter looks like he's going to stay in the game, though. Looks like he's all set and ready to go. That ball was moving along quickly there. Glad to see he's okay.
Gold medals on the line. Certainly would take a lot to get anyone off the floor in this matchup. Oh, there's a response. Back corner, 15-11, and Alberta certainly bouncing back.
Take a look at this. Rising up and the boys celebrating afterwards, going over to DeZutter. Of course, it was Kai Miles that was able to get that one up and over. And a great effort from him.
So a big serve from Corny Bergen. And Alberta once again able to put one on the board. Just 9 away from 25. They lead the matchup 1-0.
Up by 5 again in this set. Doing a good job of just creating a bubble.
Well played from Manitoba. It's a nice set as they attack the net. That one just going to miss wide. So another stretch here for Alberta.
Now Alberta doing a good job right now, forcing Manitoba to take the timeout call. Alberta up by 6 right now, and they've done such a good job of just staying to their game. Just doing what works for them, going back to the simple stuff, and with the skill that they have on their team, just powering balls right by the Manitoba defense.
We said it's been a game of momentum thus far in this one, and we talked about in the first set how great both teams were to respond after coming off a timeout. So Manitoba calling this timeout. We'll see what happens here. But Alberta's going to have to be sharp, as this Manitoba team has a lot of power, a lot of skill, able to put a lot of points up. But still some work to do for Manitoba. 17-11. Alberta leading. A tremendous shot of the crowd, and there you see them showing their excitement here at these Canada Summer Games. Certainly a tremendous event as fans gathering from every corner of our great country here to cheer on these athletes. For these athletes, what a special week it is. Memories they will certainly cherish for a lifetime here in St. John's.
Yeah, there's no question about that. Alberta up 17-11. Still, anyone's set though. There's something that we've learned about volleyball is that momentum can swing, and it can swing fast. So we'll see what happens here for the remainder of our second set. As with the ball ready for the serve is Team Alberta's Bergen.
Gordy Bergen just missing long, so a point on the board for Manitoba within 5.
Yeah, that's exactly what Manitoba needed right there. It was a miscue by Alberta. You're able to get the ball back. Now Matthew Brown has it. Looks like he's all ready to go.
A big serve for Manitoba. Great serve, able to touch the net, but still getting it over. And Alberta at the net now. Trying to power it down, but keeping it alive. Great power back corner and a big point. 18-12, a great response from Alberta.
Yeah, Alberta with a quick answer back. The set there, you can see it coming from Weiss and then quickly powered down by McDonald.
So serve coming up for Grayson McDonald. Sends it back court. Nice block. That one's going to land inside once again. Another big point for Alberta, 19-12.
And the Big Blue Machines getting rolling here in our second set. They are up by 7 and only 6 points away from putting this set home.
Manitoba, we've seen some great plays from them thus far. Certainly able to put points on the board in a hurry. A nice touch from Alberta, finding a hole, putting it right there. So they hit 20. Here's another look.
Yeah, look at that. Just jumping up at the perfect time was DeZutter, and he makes that one count for sure.
It's a big serve coming up. Grayson McDonald again, the 18-year-old from Edmonton. And that will land inside. Little miscommunication for Manitoba, 21-12.
Yeah, not sure if Manitoba thought that that one was leaking out of bounds or nobody knew who to took it. They're going to force Manitoba to take another timeout, down 21-12. Big hole to dig yourselves out of, but if there's a sport where you can do it, it's volleyball. Never count each other out until you hit that 25th point.
Certainly an outstanding effort on both sides thus far here this afternoon. There you see the bench of Manitoba trying to draw up a plan to make something happen, trailing by 9. And Alberta closing in on 25. Already one set in the books for them as well.
Yeah, right now Alberta just doing a really good job. Just still keeping it simple. You know, keeping the serves in play, just making sure that they get over the net, then leaning on their defense to take them back. They've been really strong around the net as well, jumping up, getting the blocks, being able to force that ball down, make Manitoba scramble for it. Right now, that's why they're up in this one, 21-12. Here's a good look at all the fans here in attendance. See some BC, some Manitoba. Pretty much every province or territory in attendance here today. Ontario still in the house, PEI, New Brunswick looking around, Yukon, Nunavut. Everyone in the house here to take in this one.
And that's what these games are all about. You talk so much about results and medals, but really it's about the memories that these young athletes are able to create in these multi-sport competitions, but none as illustrious as the Canada Games as we begin once again. Alberta serve, bring it back court, trying to set it as Manitoba. Nice play, but Alberta gets there. Trying to power it down, able to keep it up as Manitoba, and that's going to be a net violation, I believe. So 21-13, a good job by Manitoba.
And again now, an opportunity here. Just try to get the momentum back into your favor. We saw a few 10, 9-point stretches in the gold medal game between Ontario and Alberta for the women's. Now let's see if Manitoba can take some inspiration from that.
Oh, great effort from Ulrich of Manitoba to get there. That won't land inside. That's 21-14, so 2 in a row for Manitoba.
That's exactly what they need. Start with 1, you grow to 2, 3, 4, so on, so on. Now on the serve again, Manitoba looking to really dial this one in and get to work here early on in this one and take advantage of the situation.
And great reflexes from Alberta to keep the ball alive after that block.
No idea how that one was held up. That was some great hand-eye.
Once again, Manitoba tries to put it down, and they'll do the job. So 21-15 now. Manitoba clawing back here.
Yeah, really strong stuff from Manitoba. Now they're starting to get into the groove. You can tell the confidence is growing here. Just keep getting the ball over the net, and Alberta has to deal with it, and your defense takes over from there.
And a nice touch from Alberta trying to get there in a big defensive effort. from Manitoba. Sending it back over, not able to get there in time. What a great effort from Ty Miles of Alberta. Here's another look.
Don't look now, but Manitoba, 4 points in a row, and they're forcing Alberta to take a timeout, as Alberta feeling a bit of the pressure here. They're going to try to reconvene as a team and find a solution and a way to end off this second set in their favor. They've been stuck at 21 points for quite some time.
They sure have, but outstanding play from Manitoba since their timeout. Timeouts have been certainly effective throughout this competition. A great look at the Works Fieldhouse on the campus of Memorial University, certainly a staple in the beautiful city of St. John's.
Jam-packed stands right now from St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. These two teams giving it their all. Alberta trying to go up 2-0. Manitoba charging back here late in the second.
So some big points on the line coming up. Alberta leading 21-16 here in set number 2, but once upon a time it was 21-11. Nice play from Alberta, and they get a point right back. 22-16.
Yeah, making great use of their timeout as Alberta able to set it, and that's just a great hand by DeZutter, putting that one exactly where he wants it.
Well, big serve coming up from Ben Weiss. At the net, a great block. And I believe it's Manitoba going to get the point. So some intensity certainly heating up on the floor right now.
Definitely so.
As one would expect.
Let's have a quick visit over to the official stand as Gavin Ulrich over for Team Manitoba, talking things out with their lead official.
Big stakes in this matchup. Gold medal will be handed out. Will it be Manitoba or will it be Alberta? 22-17. Played by Alberta at the net, trying to power it back. Not able to get to it was Manitoba. And another one, Alberta within 2 and taking a 2-0 lead in this matchup.
How about this late charge here from Team Manitoba? 23-17. At one point it was 21-12.
Well, here's some more words with the official. And we will resume play once again. Oh, here we go. Tyson DeZutter, 17-year-old from Red Deer, with the serve. Set up and over. Great response from Alberta at the net now. Trying for the smash and able to block it, and they do. A big block from Manitoba and a massive point for them.
Yeah, great job there by Wilson. Jumps up, knocks it down. Makes no mistake, a great block by number 5 in white and yellow.
Well, a big opportunity now for Manitoba with the serve. As Alberta just 2 away. And there's some power, finding an opening, making no mistake, Ty Miles. Look at the athleticism on this kill from Alberta.
Yeah, that was just power. Power, power, power. Now look who's going to be brought in again towards the end of the set. Elliot Rourke. We saw him come into the exact same thing, make a great serve, and then a diving dig. Able to keep the ball up and get the set point for Alberta. See if he can make another great impact here. Oh,
and there, great effort.
So close. That one just trickling off to the left. But, I mean, he's come in out of the cold, and he's done a great job of settling in here.
You talk about instincts and athleticism. What speed by Rourke. And great power from Manitoba as well. They're now within 6. Well played by Alberta. At the net, trying to touch it over. Kept alive by Manitoba. Great job at the net. And great diving opportunity from Alberta. But Manitoba, great point once again. Now within 4.
Yeah, just keeping their foot on the pedal right now. Trying to match with Alberta at 24 to keep this set alive.
A big serve coming up from Manser. Able to put it in play. Great power opportunity, and that will drop. And that's the second set, and a big one as Alberta takes set number 2, 25-20. They lead this matchup 2-0 with gold medals on the line. Don't go anywhere. Set number 3 coming up on the other side of the break. It's the gold medal matchup from the Canada Summer Games in St. John's.
Calling St. John's unique is like calling a humpback a goldfish. It's wildly different here.
Welcome back to our continuing coverage here from the Canada Summer Games in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. Tremendous hosts they've been throughout these games. Final day of competition here in week number 2 this afternoon. We're at the Works Fieldhouse on campus of beautiful Memorial University. A tremendous matchup this has been so far, Luke, with gold medals on the line.
It definitely has. Alberta able to hang on, win our second set. Now they have an opportunity to sweep Team Manitoba. We will see if it happens. Only time will tell, but a great back and forth battle all throughout this one. We saw it happen in our women's where Ontario went up 2-0, then fighting back, just back and forth battles the whole way. Ontario was able to prevail in the 4th. Let's see if Manitoba can push back against Alberta here.
Well, certainly showing some great effort throughout the last 2 sets is Manitoba, looking to get off to a good start here in this final day of competition. We've had multi-sport coverage every day for you here from the Canada Summer Games, and that will conclude this evening with the closing ceremonies. We will have that as well as always. That begins at 7 o'clock, Newfoundland and Labrador time. If it's anything like the opening ceremonies, Luke, you can expect one kitchen party and a half.
Yes, absolutely you can. Opening ceremonies were a blast, and excited to be with you for closing ceremonies as well with Universum Media. As you can see, the fans getting into it here. It is loud at the Fieldhouse right now. And everybody in attendance ready to go here for this 3rd set. Manitoba, Alberta, battle for gold. Manitoba trying to stay alive here in our 3rd set.
Well, you talk about ready to go. There's a look at both teams. Certainly an outstanding matchup, 2-0. The official score, but either set could have went either way. So should be entertaining as we get set for this first serve of this 3rd set coming up. It'll be Alberta.
And for Alberta, Grayson McDonald serving a lot here today.
Great power from this 18-year-old from Edmonton.
Goes with a bit of a change up there, Robbie, and it works out for him. Manitoba not able to get that one up and over the net. I think that they were expecting the same thing as us, and that's power.
Certainly was, and here we go, another point. Serve for Alberta. Coming up. Played well by Manitoba. Trying for the return, a good block, but kept alive from Alberta. Sending it back over, Manitoba will try again. Great power at the net. Once again, Alberta able to keep it alive as they send it back, and what athleticism from both sides, but Alberta doing a great job of keeping this rally going. Back and forth, both teams. Is gonna be Alberta getting the point in the end, but what an outstanding display on both sides.
Yeah, that was a great rally, but just touching the net there. As you can see, a great shot from our Universal Media crew. And now Alberta will have a chance to continue to build this 2-0 lead.
That serve's gonna go long, so an unforced point for Manitoba, and a big one for them to get on the board. Big serve coming up for Manitoba. Ethan Baranock. Played by Alberta. At the net. Trying to touch it over. And a big point for them. They pull ahead 3-1.
Yeah, great touch there around the net. Able to just lightly feather that one down, get it to fall. 3-1 for Team Alberta. Trying to get to 25 one last time to get the clean sweep here and a gold medal.
Go back for Manitoba. Trying to power it down, but a great dig from Alberta to keep this rally going. Back to the other side. At the net now. Great power, that will go long once again. So 4-1. Manitoba, not the start they were hoping for in this third set.
Manitoba goes for the set, and then there's the big spike, but just missing off to the left-hand side. Not able to connect with the green line or inwards.
Oh, here's Ben Weiss with the serve for Alberta. Trying for a little touch for Manitoba at the net. Can't put it back over as Alberta, and that's going to be one back for Manitoba. They cut the lead in half, 4-2.
Still very early in this third set here. Manitoba will want to get out ahead early here. Never fun chasing the lead and you're already down 2-0.
A big serve coming up now for Manitoba. Well played by Alberta at the net. Trying to power it down. That will miss long, so 4-3.
Yeah, right now Manitoba just clawing back, trying to get this one tied, trying to move on from there, and really just continue to try to advance what they're doing right now.
So a big serve for Manitoba. That one's going to miss long. And another point on the board for Alberta. They have a 2-point lead back. Back and forth early on in this third set.
5-3 the score here right now, and Alberta trying to build on that.
And a nice effort from Manitoba, just missing long. 6-3 now.
Yeah, really good eye there from Team Manitoba. Able to work that one just a little bit outside. He was aiming for the line, but still a great effort now. Down by 3, Alberta trying to keep going.
Manitoba trying to send it back, and they will. Good effort from Alberta. Touching it over, trying to find the floor, not able to. Manitoba sends it back. Alberta. A nice set at the net now. Touching it over, backcourt, but played well from Manitoba. Back the other way, and great power, not able to handle it. Was Alberta. So Manitoba back within 2.
Yeah, good job by Manitoba right now, just sticking with it here in this third set. They need to win this, or it is all wrapped up. Down 2-0 early here to Team Alberta.
Certainly a tremendous team is this Manitoba squad. You've seen it throughout this matchup. They can put points on the board in a hurry. Here's Vandersteen. Here's serve, back court, and a big spike opportunity for Alberta, no mistake. 7-4.
Yeah, that's just exactly what you want to see. Let's take another look at this one. Launching up was McDonald. No way that Baranock could have grabbed that one. That thing had some heat on it. Now here's Ulrich on the serve.
Oh, at the net, Manitoba. A great display of power for Okoze. Excuse me, that was Kai Tony. Great power. Not able to put the full block on was Alberta. That's at a play, 7-5. So Tony will serve again.
Still staying close here is Manitoba. Trying to see when they can start and go for this long attack as there's a big time block by Manitoba that works out well for them. All of a sudden, it's a 1-point game.
An outstanding effort from Manitoba, showing great resilience and mental toughness. Trying to claw their way back. He served at the net. Alberta trying to find it. They get the power. That one out of play. 8-6. They'll get one back.
Yeah, that's exactly what they needed. Back up by 2. As Team Alberta up right now, 8-6.
So a big serve coming up for Alberta. Kai Miles. A lot of power on that serve as Manitoba looks to play it at the net. Looking for a holding call. They won't get it. Good set now. Trying to go cross court. They do at a big point for Manitoba.
Alberta upset with something, but there's no point.
It looks like the officials going to step in, have a little chat, see if we can get another look at it.
They were pointing to the roof. So we'll have to see as all of our officials gathering over by the stand. See what the ruling is. It's going to stay at Manitoba point. So 8-7 the score.
And a big point for Manitoba. Wonderful job all week from our officials. Certainly a big responsibility put on them, brought in from all over the country. Tremendous effort from everyone. A big thank you to them.
They've been fantastic, haven't they?
Certainly have. And great effort once again from Alberta to keep that ball in the air at the net now. Manitoba trying to push it over, played from Alberta. Able to find open floor and knock it down. 9-7, Alberta leading.
Yeah, take a look at this. Alberta on the answer back. Way to forget about that last call that didn't go their way, and they take advantage by a big-time spike off the hand of Kai Miles.
Well, here we go, Manitoba. Great effort from Alberta at the net, keeping it alive. They'll look to send it back. Nice defense in the backcourt from Alberta. Back and forth. That's going to miss long, and once again, a big point for Alberta. They'll reach double digits again, 10-7.
Alberta now back up by 3. A good rally that they just keep their eye on. That ball just trickling out. Doing a good job there. Not going after a ball that's already out of bounds.
So here we go. That won't find its way over into the net, so 10-8 and an unforced point for Manitoba.
Manitoba now down by 2. 10-8 the score in favor of Alberta. As Manitoba tries to switch back to offense here.
Still serving, trailing 10-8 is Manitoba. That into the net, and Alberta will score one right back. 11-8.
Exactly what they needed there. Alberta getting back up by 3. Now an opportunity, just trying to build yourself a bit of a bubble here.
Nice serve. Deep court for Alberta. Trying to get back to the net, and a great spike from Manitoba. Able to keep it inside, back court. And a big point to go back within 2.
11-9 here. Manitoba just not backing down right now. Goes to show you the resiliency that this group has. They're down 2-0. They need to win this one to keep this going, and they're not backing down.
Well played from Alberta. Nice block at the net by Manitoba. Another try. That one not able to be handled. And escaped, so 12-9. Back to a 3-point lead.
Yeah, take a look at this from Team Alberta. The big set, jumping up, lunging. There's to Zutter, getting that one to fall. He put a lot of steam back behind that one.
Certainly a lot of strength and power on both sides here. As that's played by Manitoba. Trying to step up, that will go long. 13-9.
And now Manitoba starting to grow on this lead. Continuing to Alberta, excuse me, continually putting their foot on the gas. Now back to serve for them is Ben Weiss.
An outstanding way thus far as Alberta tries to attack it at the net. A nice touch, and Manitoba able to get there. Sending it back, and a big block. And that will be Alberta. So great effort.
So strong. Look at this, keeping it up. There was Gavin Ulrich, back the other way, Tony, and then jumping up. Able to stop that one with the block was Kai Miles.
So a timeout called once again from Manitoba. You mentioned it, they've been outstanding all afternoon coming off the timeout. The time starting to tick away here, down by 2 in the matchup, 2 sets to nothing and trailing 14-9 in this third set. Gonna have to make something happen in a hurry.
Yeah, they certainly will, but this is a team with a lot of accomplished athletes. Ethan Baranuck was the provincial MVP in 2025. Matthew Brown, U17 National All-Star. Keep going down the list. Wilson, provincial MVP. Noonan, Volleyball Canada National Team. Same thing with Vandersteen. So this is a team that has really competed here all throughout this event and looking to continue to do so as quickly. Manitoba starting to run out of time, but only down by 5. Still a little bit left to work with.
Great crowd on hand here at the Works Fieldhouse on the campus of beautiful Memorial University in St. John's, the provincial capital of Newfoundland and Labrador, and wonderful hosts they have been over these 2 weeks of competition and this tremendous event that is the Canada Summer Games.
It's been quite a few weeks here in St. John's. The action has been non-stop. Watching some great sporting events all throughout.
Certainly has been tremendous everywhere you look. The future of sport in Canada in good hands by this up-and-coming generation. That one's just going to miss wide, so another point from Alberta. 15-9, so just 10 away.
Vandersteen really tried to get a hold of that one, just pushed it along the line, pushed it a little bit too much, and that one's going to go and trickle out of bounds.
So well played at the net. Great effort to keep that in the air by the libero, Liam Brandsma. Sent back at the net by Manitoba, trying to keep it alive. Will Manitoba, and that's going to be their point. So 15-10, Manitoba just 5 back.
Yeah, they're definitely staying in it here. They need a rush soon, though. Quickly running out of time with Alberta 10 points away here from capturing a gold medal.
So nice play. Deep court for Alberta. Setting it up for Manitoba. At the net, played by Alberta. They'll try again. Nice defense once again. Both teams looking for an opening. Tough to find. Nice play once again. Trying to smash that. That'll find its mark. So 15-11. Outstanding.
Augie Akose. Watch big number 13 off the set. Winds up for that one and will let it fly. As the middle for Team Manitoba doing a great job keeping those points coming on. As 15-11 the score for Team Alberta. Manitoba up by 4. Now Manitoba an opportunity to serve and to take over from here.
Certainly is. Big points on the line coming up. A big serve for Manitoba. Played by Alberta, looking to send it back. Great power, not able to hold on. It was Manitoba's, just too much speed. Coming off the spike, here's another look.
Yeah, off the deflection as well, makes it tough. Watch the Manitoba players in front. 3 of them there, still able to get it by them was Team Alberta's Kai Miles. Oh, look at Akose.
You talk about power. That's 10 out of 10 on display.
That's exactly what Team Manitoba needed now. Still down by 4. As on the serve for Team Manitoba, Jackson Vandersteen. That one just pelted back. A nice block there by Team Manitoba's Matthew Brown, U17 National All-Star, stepping up right in front of the net and knocking that one down.
So a little bit of a run now for Manitoba. 16-13 they trail. And here's a timeout called, I believe, from Alberta. Big moments from both these teams. 16-13, Alberta with the lead. Also 2-0. So the next few points, so important on both sides of the floor.
Well, it certainly is right now. As you mentioned, only 3 points separating these two teams. Manitoba pushing here. They're trying to save this game for themselves. They do not have a set win. Alberta has 2 set wins. And they are trying and pushing for the third, trying to get gold in 3. Manitoba doing everything in their power to stop this. This has been a back and forth battle, and especially here in this third set, as both teams going to war. Alberta, as we mentioned, only up by the small margin of 3.
And a reminder, we will have the closing ceremonies tonight. Live coverage from the Mary Brown Center, downtown St. John's, sold out. It is going to be a terrific event. You don't want to miss it if you've been tuned in to these Canada Summer Games for the past 2 weeks. And it looks like we are ready to get started once again. It'll be Manitoba serving, Jackson Vandersteen.
Yeah, he's been great out there today, hasn't he?
He certainly has. And a nice serve back corner with speed. And a good block from Alberta at the net. Trying to touch it over. Great response from both teams, and big point. Alberta able to respond off the timeout with one of their own, 17-12. Here's another look.
Yeah, this one up and over, but getting called for the carry, and they knew it. And Alberta with a valuable point here.
At the net, Manitoba trying to put it over. They'll keep it down. Does Alberta, so 18-13, a 2-point run. They lead by 5.
Yeah, this is exactly what they need right now. You get to 20 and all of a sudden Manitoba really starts sweating here.
Trying to close in on that magic number 25 is Alberta. Great spike opportunity and a big block from Alberta, but Manitoba able to keep it alive, doing what they need to do, as that one will find the floor and a big hole in the center. So 19-13 now.
6 points away is Manitoba from catching Alberta, and 6 points away is Alberta from catching gold here from St. John's.
So we're just wiping things down a little bit. Some maintenance on the court. Big serve coming up for Liam Ulrich, the 17-year-old of it from Edmonton. Nice play by Manitoba at the net as Kai Tony saw an opening and drilled it. Here's another look.
Yeah, look at this. Talk about Tony and how he can time his jumps just perfectly, and that one was no exception. That was a great effort.
So Tony will take it back for the serve. That's into the net. So back up by 6 is Alberta.
Alberta now hitting the 20-point marker. Manitoba, watch for them to use their timeout here soon if Alberta can get a few more points.
Not able to receive. That was Tony, so another big point for Alberta. Certainly showing some signs of momentum in the latter stages of this third set.
And what a serve there from Kai Miles. Back up ready to take things over again. Does he ever put a lot of steam behind those?
Not able to block it back to the other side was Manitoba, so Alberta within 3.
Yeah, they're closing in on it now. They can smell it. 22-14 the score. And again, with the serve is Kai Miles. Canada Cup gold in 2024. I'm sure he'd love to add a Canada Games gold medal as well to his resume.
He certainly would. Great effort from Manitoba to show their resiliency. Not backing down in the least. Terrific effort here in the late part of this third set. Gold medal matchup. Manitoba will serve. Alberta is set it at the net with some power, and that will go off the Manitoba hand. So just 2 away is Alberta.
Yeah, Alberta really realizing the moment here, trying to take charge of this one. 2 points away. They went to 5 sets against Manitoba in preliminary action. Now in the gold medal game, up 2-0 and 2 points away from capturing some hardware.
That's into the net, 23-16. Manitoba will get the serve back.
Yeah, this is a big moment here for Team Manitoba. Need to go on a run.
Certainly need to generate momentum in a hurry. So a big serve from Liam Noonan. Nice serve backcourt. That put down and
just staying in as well.
so a big point for Manitoba, 23-17.
Yeah, this is exactly what they need now. This is still very much in reach, only 6 points behind. Let's see what they got.
It'll be Liam Noonan once again, 18-year-old from Winnipeg.
Pretty nonchalant right now. Like the confidence from Noonan. Let's see if he can make this one count. This is a real big serve here for Liam Noonan.
Certainly is. So here we go. Big serve for Manitoba.
A strong serve as well, might I add.
Nice touch over the net. Trying to set it back with power. They do, and not able to get to it is Alberta. So 23-18 within 5.
What a time to bring in Liam Noonan as well. With that great serve, handcuffs Alberta right from the start. They're able to get it back over, but it doesn't matter. Manitoba takes advantage of the moment.
That's into the net, so a big point. Just 1 away from the gold medal is Alberta.
And up to serve it, Grayson McDonald, who also won Canada Cup gold in 2024. Let's see if he can help his team win a 25 gold medal at the Canada Games.
Here's the serve, Alberta puts it up. Manitoba trying to bounce back. Can they keep it alive? They will. At the net, trying to spike it over. It's black. Mission accomplished. Alberta is golden in 2025.
And what a performance, too, from this group of young men. McDonald on the serve and then able to get it knocked down off the return. Alberta doing a fantastic job with the clean sweep, 3-0 over Team Manitoba. And they have won gold here at the Canada Summer Games.
Certainly an outstanding effort here in this all-time classic, but Alberta, certainly the team to beat this afternoon. Manitoba, certainly a great squad. These two showed, as we talked about it, they squared off in the preliminary rounds in a much closer matchup. But today, Alberta certainly looked like they were on a mission, doing the little things so well, taking this one 3-0.
Yeah, they were so strong out there. They were on a mission. They knew what it was going to take to beat Manitoba. They had to come from behind in preliminary action, and they used that to go and advance themselves and really just better themselves, know what to expect, and they came out swinging, and a really strong performance from them.
And a reminder, we will have the coverage of the medal presentations coming up momentarily. And what a special moment this is, as Alberta taking gold in men's volleyball. Manitoba, a great job to claim the silver medal, bronze still being contested. It's been quite the week of competition.
It certainly has. Just back and forth action between all of these teams, doing such a strong job here. Medal ceremony, as you said, just moments away. We will wait for everybody to get set up. And while they do, we will take a break. When we come back, medal coverage live from the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
Equinox Gold, proud sponsor of the 2025 Canada Games. Please welcome our medalists for women's volleyball.
So welcome back. Thank you for joining us for our medal presentations to our gold, silver, and bronze award winners here in men's and women's volleyball. Some great action all week. We're going to send things down to our PA announcer to take it over. Congrats to all recipients of these Canada Summer Games medals.
On behalf of the 2025 Canada Games, Stephen Brown and Alice Dalton from MMSB will now present the bronze medal to Team Saskatchewan. Au nom des Jeux du Canada 2025, Stephen Brown et Alice Dalton de MMSB remettront la médaille de bronze à l'équipe de Saskatchewan. Olivia Oros, Ella Grappentine, Cassidy Wallace, Hayden Cott, Aubrey Sunderland, Haley Tulick, Marin Mackey, Reese Stroder, Abby Watsituk, Amanda Nagy, Quinn Smith, and Bryn Delaney. On behalf of the 2025 Canada Games, Charles Brown and Wayne Power from MMSB will now present the silver medal to Team Alberta. Au nom du Jeux du Canada, Charles Brown et Wayne Power de MMSB remettra la médaille d'argent à l'équipe d'Alberta. Leighton Ballant, Mallory Reynolds, Calissa Kamori, Chloe Penns, Megan DeVoe, Lola Doof, Kelsey Brum, Brooke Faminick, Madden Hansen, Nicola Gamlin, Lydia Wigston, and Jenna Snyder. On behalf of the 2025 Canada Games, Durham Flynn from MMSB and Dr. Scott Reed, Minister of Environment and Climate Change, will now present the gold medal to Team Ontario. Au nom des Jeux de Canada de 2025, Durham Flynn de MMSB et le Dr. Scott Reed, Ministre de l'Environnement et du Changement climatique, remettra la médaille d'argent à l'équipe de l'Ontario. Kristen Hubel, Eva Genier, Roselle Moe, Alexandra Brenner, Sophia Fung, Natalie Waldron, Megan Hunter, Anna Stojanovic, Jasmine Chrétien, Anna Nastaz, Dara Obi, Ella Hope. Please rise if you are able and remove your hat for our national anthem performed by the Newfoundland Symphony Orchestra. Veuillez vous lever si possible et retirer vos chapeaux pendant l'interprétation de notre hymne national par l'Orchestre symphonique de Terre-Neuve. Congratulations once again to all of the medalists. Félicitations à tous les médailles. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medal program for men's volleyball. Nous présenter les médailles pour le volleyball de hommes. On behalf of the 2025 Canada Games, Raina Luther, Associate Vice President of Memorial University, and Dr. Janet Morrison, President and Vice Chancellor of Memorial University, will now present the bronze medal to Team Ontario. Au nom des Jeux du Canada 2025, Raina Luther, Vice Présidente Associée de l'Université Montréal, et Dr. Janet Morrison, Présidente et Vice Chancelière de l'Université Montréal, remettra la médaille de bronze à l'équipe de l'Ontario. Dang Yout, Parker Ocampo, Daniel Lewis, Ian McQueen, Brendan Lyons, Matthias Cooper, Marcus Barrett, Tobias Snyder, Mason Lang, Justin Jameson, Aiden Vandenheuvel, Cooper Spear. On behalf of the 2025 Canada Games, David Button, President of the Orange Store, will now present the silver medal to Team Manitoba. Au nom des Jeux du Canada 2025, David Button, Président de l'Orange Store, remettra la médaille d'argent à l'équipe du Manitoba. Ethan Baraniak, Eli Ulrich, Gavin Ulrich, Matthew Brown, Kal-El Wilson, Christopher Redman, Liam Noonan, Jackson Vanderstein, Augustine Okose, Kai Tony, Liam Manser, Simon Oberbuchner. On behalf of the 2025 Canada Games, Stephen Fleming, Regional Manager of UBC Built Local 579, will now present the gold medal team to Alberta. Au nom des Jeux de Canada 2025, Stephen Fleming, Directeur Régional de UBC Built Local 579, remettra la médaille d'or à l'équipe d'Alberta. Liam Brandsma, Ben Weiss, Tyson DeZutter, Corny Burgeon, Ethan Baradoco, Luke Wright, Braden Long, Elliot Rourke, Grayson McDonald, Kai Miles, Liam Ulrich, Chris Layton, please rise if you are able and remove your hats for our national anthem performed by the Newfoundland Symphony Orchestra. Veuillez-vous lever si possible et retirer vos chapeaux pendant l'interprétation de notre hymne national par l'Orchestre symphonique de Terre-Neuve. Congratulations to all of the medalists. Félicitations à tous les médailles.